dummy activity. This is the dummy activity. The dummy activity. Dummy activity versus real activity. In this method, we have some dummy activity. Same as this. The activity between node 8 and 6 is a dummy activity, as you can see. In network, in AOA network, maybe have some dummy activity. The majority of the activity in the network are real activity. But maybe in some network we have dummy activity. We use dummy activity for better relationship between the activity. As you see, we write the activity same as this. This is the dummy activity. Dummy activity, the duration of dummy activity is 0 for all. Dummy activity, the duration of dummy activity is 0. No, it's not, it's different between real activity and dummy activity. Yes, it's not real. Is the dummy activity only use dummy activity for better relationship between real activity, understand? And the duration is 0. We use only dummy activity only for better relationship between real activity. It's not the real activity. I cannot explain about this more, and I cannot speak about the example of dummy activity. Dummy activity is not in the project, the activity of the project. We use this for scheduling, network scheduling, only for better relationship between real activity and dummy and real activities. For example, in this example, we want to make a relationship between the activity B and activity C. If there is not dummy activity, we cannot make a relationship between B and C. use this dummy activity for make a relationship, only make a relationship between B and C. Understand? Okay. I want to speak slowly that all students understand me. Okay, as you see, in this example, we have 4 real activity and 1 dummy activity. Real activity, activity A, B, C, and D, and dummy activity between node A and 6. And you should remember the duration of dummy activity is 0 in all dummy activity. Duration is 0. We don't have any duration for dummy activity. Okay, understand? If you have a question, you can ask me. After understanding for all students, I can go to the next step. Now in the class, we have 64 students in the class. All students should understand this issue. If one student cannot understand, should ask me to explain more. Okay. She said it's clear. Okay. I hope that is clear for all students. Yes, don't have weight. Only for make a relationship between real activity. Okay. Now I want to speak about the network, a scheduling network in this method. This method is a CPM method, but is one of the sub-method related to the CPM. This is the AOA method, activity on arrow. You can see the example. This is the network in a schedule. This circle, the big circle, is a node. We separated node in some parts for evaluation of some issue and write it in this part. As you see, we have some node, same as node number 10, number 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, and 28. This is the number of the node. And we have some activity. The activity for first is start. We write the shuru in Persian language, and English is start. Activity A, activity B, C, activity D, E, F, G, H, I, J, and K. These are real activities. And in this network, we have two dummy activity. Dummy activity between node 16 and 20, and other dummy activity between node 18 and 20. Understand? Okay. Okay. Yes. We should analyze this network and we should find the critical path method in this network. In end of the analyzing, we have to find the CPM in this network. For analyzing this network, we need 4 factors. In step 1, we should identify and speak about 4 factors. Factors 1. The name of factor 1 is early start. ES, early start. Early start means earliest time that activity can start. ES, early start, means earliest time that activity can start. Understand? Factor 1, ES, early start, means earliest time that activity can start. This is factor 1. ES. You should remember factor 1. Factor 2. Last start. Late start, sorry. Late start. LS, late start. You can see this one in English. Factor 1, early start. Factor 2, late start. LS, late start, means latest time can activity can start. Okay, factor 2, LS, late start, means latest time that activity can start. Factor 3, EF, early finish. Early finish means earliest time that activity can finish. EF, early finish, earliest time that activity can finish. And factor 4, LF, late finish, means latest time that activity can finish. Do you understand 4 factors? Okay. You can write it, these 4 factors. Okay. You can write it, these 4 factors, and meaning of that, or remember this one. Okay. Come back. to the example. Okay. We want to analyze this network, and then we want to find the critical path method. Mr. Hader said, can you send us the source you are explaining now on WhatsApp? No, we cannot. The university said I should lecture in international law. I cannot explain in the WhatsApp. If you have a question or you don't understand, you can ask me in the class. Because I don't have any time for explaining about this issue in Dawn and in WhatsApp. We make a WhatsApp for sending the material and so on. I cannot explain the lecture in the WhatsApp. Okay, no problem. I send it to you, this PDF in the WhatsApp. But Mr. Hader said I explaining this lecture in the WhatsApp, as I understand. Okay. Okay, no problem. I send it to you. After ending the class, I send it to you. Okay. For first, I want to evaluate and find the ES for all nodes. In step 1, we should find the ES, early start, factor 1, for all nodes. If you can see, we separated the node in 3 parts. Parts 1. In parts 1, we write the number of the nodes. For example, number 10, number 12, number 14, and so on. And in And in the bottom of the node, we separated this in two parts, part left and part right. After finding the early start of every node, we write the ES in left part. You can see some number in left part. This is after finding the ES, we can write it in left part. For step 1, we want to find the ES for every node. Yes, and you can see the number above the arrow. This number is duration of activity. For example, for activity start, duration is 0. For activity A, duration is 11. For activity B, duration is 3. Which one is arrow hidden? I don't understand you, Mr. Ala Ibrahim. Arrow hidden. We didn't arrow hidden. I think you speak about the dummy activity, yes? Arrow between 18 and 20 and 16 and 20, yes? No, this is not the hidden arrow. This is the dummy activity. We show dummy activity in this. As you see, we have in this network, we have two dummy activity between node 18 and 20 and 16 and 20. I spoke about that before. I think you attend the class now, yes? Okay. For step 1, we want to find the ES for every node. We start for finding the ES with node 10. We start for finding the ES node 10 is the node for start, and node 28 is node for finish the network. Okay, Node 10 is node for start. Therefore, the ES is 0. And write the 0 in left part. Now, we want to find the ES for node 12. For finding the ES for node 12, we should ES for node 10 plus duration of start activity. Zero plus 0 equal 0. 0 means ES for node 10 plus duration of activity is 0. Therefore, 0 plus 0 equals 0. No. Miss Sana, write ES10 plus ES12. No. ES10 plus duration of activity equal 0. And ES of 12 equal 0. Understand? If we want to find the ES for node, we should ES the past node plus duration of the node. Understand? ES10 plus duration activity. No. Activity 10. There is no the activity. We have activity start, activity A, activity B. The name of the activity is start, for example, A, B, C, and so on. The number is number of node. You should separate it. Node and activity. Understand? ES. No, I should write it here. ES 12 equal ES 10 plus E means duration activity start. ES12 equal ES10 plus D means duration. Duration of activity start. Understand? Mr. Hassan, please listen to me because I want to explain about step by step. I didn't reach to node 16 or 20. Now I explain about the node 10 and 12. Okay? Okay. Now we find ES for node 10 means 0 and node 12 0. After that, I want to find the ES for node 14. For this one, we use ES for node 12 and use duration of activity B and then find the ES for 14 node. Means we should 0 plus 3 is the duration of activity B equal 3. ES12, yes, means 0 plus duration of activity B means 3 days equal 3. This is the ES for 14 node. If you have a question, you can ask me. If any student don't understand, then ask me to explain more. Okay. If you don't have any question, we want to Mr. Adel, I don't understand you. Please explain more. Mr. Hussein said I don't. You don't understand me, Mr. Hussein? Okay. I explain more. I want to find the ES, early start. is one factor. For node 14, for finding this ES, we should use ES for node 12 means 0. 0 plus duration of activity B means 3 equal 3. 0 plus 3 equal 3. It's so clear. Understand? Mr. Hussein, understand? Okay. Now I want to find the ES for node 16. Mr. Adel said when have two value for activity, we take larger. Mr. Adel. You work in a scheduling project, Mr. Adel. Do you work in project scheduling? Yes, okay. Please listen to me and please come with me. Because other students may not inform about the scheduling, and I should speak slowly and speak step by step to understand this issue for all students. I cannot explain fast and fast. Okay. For node 16, we should use ES for node 12 and duration of activity A. 0 plus 11 equal 11. And ES for node 16 is 11. We go to node 18. For node 18, ES is 0 plus 9 is the duration of activity C equal 9. Yes. 0 plus 9 equal 9. Node 20. Node 20 is different with last node, means node 18, 16, because Node 20 have relationship with two nodes, node 16 and node 18, with two dummy activity. If we reached in this node, same as node 20, we evaluate every relationship and use larger as a ES. For example, for node 20, we can use ES for 16, node 16 means 11 plus 0, 0 means activity of dummy activity. Duration of dummy activity. 11 plus 0 equal 11. And activity 18. 9 plus 0 equal 9. Between 9 and 11, we use 11 as a ES for 20. Means use larger number. Between 9 and 11, we use 11 as the ES for node 20. Mr. Hessam said, why take the large ES for safety? For safety? Okay. Which student can explain about the question for Mr. Hessam? Mr. Adil, you can speak about the question of Mr. Hessam. Okay. Please write it. You answer this question, Mr. Adil. Because it cannot start after the event ends. Yes. Musnul answer the question. If you answer the question, other student question, I can write for you the plus point for evaluation. Mrs. Noor Abdul Razak. You get the plus point for evaluation. If the student can answer the question of other student, you can get the plus point for evaluation. Okay. Mr. Hassan, do you understand? Do you get the answer? Mr. Ali said the activity depends on two activities. Maybe should said one node dependent on two nodes. Once the two of them end, then the later one can start. Yes. As you remember, I speak about, for example, this. I said before, activity A and activity B should finish, then activity C can start. Maybe activity A finish in day 10. Activity B finish in day 12. We use larger number, because activity A and activity B should finish, then activity C can start. Activity 10 finished in day 10, activity B finished in day 12. Activity C can start after finishing the activity B in day 12. As you see, I use larger number between 10 and 12. And ES for C is 12, not 10. Understand? Okay. Okay. We want to go to node 22. Node 22 related to the node 16 and node 18. In node 16, we should use ES 11 and duration 5 days, and ES can 16. And use node 18, 9 plus 5 equal 14. 14 is smaller than 16, then ES for 22 is 16. Yes. Node 24 is related to node 14 and 16. In node 14, 3 plus 7 equal 10. And node 16, 11 plus 9 equal 20. We use 20 for ES for node 24. And node 26 related to the node 20, 22, 24. 11 plus 19 equal 30. Node 22, 16 plus 5 equal 21. Node 24, 20 plus 17 equal 70, 37. And the ES for 26 is 37. And for node 28, the node N, 37 plus 13 equal 40. In step 1, we find the ES, early start, for all nodes. We start with node 10 and go to node 28. We find all ES for all nodes. Do you understand? Every student, do you understand? Do you have a question? Okay. I think for today is enough. And I continue this issue in next session. I repeat again, the university separated this class and other classes. Separated to two classes because the student is more. We have planning and scheduling in Monday and Tuesday, and we have conditions of contract in Monday and Tuesday. You should go to the profile, your profile in the university, and you can see your classes. Maybe some student should attend in Monday and some student should attend in Tuesday. Understand? Separated or by, I don't know. I don't know. Separated alphabetically or by attendance date, I don't know. You should go to your profile and you can see that. Okay. But today you should attend in this class. All the students, you should attend classes. Separated is for next week, not this week. Okay, understand? Okay. For today is enough. I hope that you all students understand this issue, because if you can not understand this, we cannot continue. In next session, I want to find the other factors and find the critical path method in this example. Okay. If you don't have any question, okay. Thank you for attending and focus to understanding this network. Okay. We will continue this issue in next session. خدا حافظ، فی امان الله، بای.